3, 2, 1.
That's definitely not how it goes.
On Radio GR, that's the end of the day.
Hi.
Take over.
Yeah, it's a definite takeover. The dragon is in town.
We swapped the Matobas.
We're definitely doing bigger things right now.
We're so
Party
generous
time.
to it.
Party time cannot be available for this grandstand, grand slam, goddamn occasion.
Showcase, welcome to the cultured beef. Yeah, bro. Welcome to the cultured beef. You know, we going in.
Make an addition.
Nah, today we're definitely not going the route of the traditional cultured swine. You know, what we're doing today is we're going to dive deep. Is that the gin?
Is that the English you've been learning in Cape Town?
Yeah, they don't speak English in Cape Town, by the way.
Man, bro.
Curriculum is French.
It's fun. It's fun, Ngis.
It's fun. It's like it, but it's not.
It's not like it.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
But we're gonna dive deep into deep into our nerdity.
Do you wanna start the podcast again?
Yeah, maybe let's start over.
No, I'm joking.
Can I have a glass? Can I have a glass of water? Cause goddamn this gin. Yeah, we're gonna dive deep into our nerdity. Okay, we're gonna talk about the option of being immortal versus the natural causes of mortality.
You don't wanna die?
No.
Why?
I mean, I do want to end it. Like, dude, this shit sucks. The fact that we have to pay to live is bullshit. But
So
given the chance to be immortal, you can surpass that struggle
Or paying?
of paying to live, because then you can amass wealth and you can, go
to
forth.
what extent?
I mean, to whatever extent, depending on the person that you are.
Say I gave you $1 billion, $10 billion today. Sorts out all of your financial problems. In the next 2 years, you buy everything you ever wanted. You live in every single house you've ever wanted in the next 5 years. And then what?
And then I go into reality. I go into every fucking lifestyle there is to live.
You can do that in 5 years.
No, you cannot.
Can I ask you one thing then? What's the one thing you're willing to do forever?
Forever.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one thing I'd want to do forever.
Why you want to live?
Then why do you want to live forever?
Other than drinking. I mean, I enjoy that.
You're gonna drink
If I
forever?
could drink at every pub in the world, how long would that take? How long do you think that would take?
5 years.
5 years.
Usebenza amapapa kuphela.
Yeah, just pubs.
One, like how many drinks? Like you're getting fucked? Like is it like, what is it? Like is it just like uzufikile khona?
Okay, so a pub, right, is not a place you just roll up to and then everyone warms up to, right? You have to like hit that pub maybe 10, 15 times. Know the locals, know the vibe, what times the pub is popping, etc.
Can I
So
ask
you
you a
have to
question?
know
Can I ask you a question? Are you posting this stuff on social media?
what this stuff.
This stuff that's happening that you're going up to around the pub.
What do you mean?
Would you be posting this journey of going to every pub in the world on social media?
Well, if I was immortal, who would see it?
No, I'm asking this question in like the implementation phase of this.
Okay, so as in I'm going and
you take
live
pictures.
streaming.
Not really necessarily live streaming, but showing people your journey on social media. Would you be doing that?
Not really. It'd be more a personal thing. That's why I said it depends on the person. If they want to be immortal, it would depend on the person. So what is a person wanting to do? Because there are people that are Machiavellian weirdos that would want to conquer the world at some point. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you why I asked this question. Because
Sure.
In the true implementation of this, say you set out a goal. Money is no object to go around the world.
Yeah.
2, if not 3 years into this, because you're living, you're saying hi, people are following you, you're bumping into people, you're saying hi, you're getting people, right? 2 years into your thing, you're just going to become famous for going into pubs. You're going to amass away in a machine to go into pubs, you'll be doing 4 or 5 pubs a day by the fourth year.
Maybe.
You see now how I say in 5 years you'd have done every single pub in the world, because you won't need to do every single pub in the world.
But I do need to do every pub in the world.
I say this because now look, you're gonna find that all pubs in the world fall into 5 categories. If it's not this, it's this, and then you get bored.
But the people are different.
No, they're not. If you're gonna meet that many people,
chances are the people are different.
How different can they be?
How different are we to our counterparts? How different are we to
from the English?
Yeah, how different are we from Portuguese people?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Do they not shit?
But I mean,
relatively, if you look at it,
yeah,
maybe on a pub level, it could be the same type of people,
sure,
right?
Because we like pubs,
right? Because
sure,
it's all a pub. Sure. But on a personal level and on a cultural level, it could be different. For example, people drink wine for breakfast in some parts of the world,
sure,
right?
Sure.
And
how many parts?
I don't know.
No, not like specifically. Like I'm just saying, there's maybe 3. So once you've been to 2,
maybe 3. Yeah.
So once you've been, but it'll become like an aggregate of cultures. Like it's not going to be like each individual.
Could be, but we don't know until you've done it. But all 3 of us haven't done this. Yeah.
The thing is, you live in a human body with a human brain,
sure,
and it's built to pick up on patterns. And if you're doing something long enough, you're going to pick up on the patterns of how to do that thing so well that you can do it in your sleep. You'll be able to walk in, like I said, in the 4th year, you'll be doing 4 to 5 pubs a day.
City, what one thing can you do forever?
Drinking.
Even pussy you can't do forever.
Yeah, you can't. Dude, but pussy is like, it's a whole nother person.
In fact, the
older
you get,
it's a whole nother person.
And
whereas
you're drinking alone. You're drinking alone.
Dude, I can drink alone. I don't mind that.
But you drinking for the people, though.
No, I'm
for
not.
the cultures. No, I'm saying for
to
experience the
in
cultures.
that instance, yes.
Yeah.
If I'm traveling the world and I'm immortal and I'm doing whatever,
sure,
and if that's the one thing I have to do, then yeah, drinking would probably be the easiest thing to do because it's the least stressful thing to do anywhere in the world. But if I was immortal and I didn't have one thing to do, bruh,
no,
think about
many, but you just can't stop drinking.
But think about the many lifestyles you could live. Think about your life right now and how many lifestyles you lived, and you're not immortal. You're gonna die maybe in 50 years,
100%.
But
maybe in 30 years.
I think your lifestyle is like if an organism that either you feed or it feeds you, in a sense where you can be ruined by lifestyle. Like fashion is cool. People like fashion. They like to look good. But if you let it drive your life to the point where you're maxing out credit cards, it's no longer good, you know?
True.
So, you know.
But if you're immortal, you know you could switch at any time. You could give fashion 30 years of your life.
You can't.
And one day when you're done with it.
Question.
Yeah.
What does your lifestyle bring to you which you don't just bring?
Your lifestyle. What does it bring to you?
Yeah, because to me it sounds like, okay, so if I'm living forever for different lifestyles, and that's like the appealing thing. It's like, okay, am I the same person in each lifestyle, or is there like a transformation within each lifestyle?
They're always going to change you. They're always going to change you. I mean, if we're talking, if I could talk about myself for a bit,
sure,
which I fucking enjoy. If I could talk about myself for a second, you know, at some point I was super into hockey. Some point I was super into
used
gym.
to carry a big ass bag.
Yeah, and the bus driver wouldn't let me come onto the bus in my bag. He's still a bus driver anyway, so whatever.
Life got him.
You know,
COVID.
So there's a time where I was like super into hockey, and like I saw myself, okay, I'm gonna do the whole shebang. And then there was a time where I was a dancer. There was a time where I was like training. I'm training to be a pilot right now. You know what I mean? I'm training to be a pilot right now. I'm looking into training into become a skipper, so I could travel the world
on the boat.
On a boat, yeah.
Dog, you need to get that license, dog.
You know what I mean?
They're like, listen, dog. You be seeing these white people. They out on the boats having a ride, dog.
Dude.
You need to be doing that, dog. We need
You're
a
getting
license.
paid for that, bruh. You
They're
know,
not gonna pay you.
Erks are getting paid in dollars just to travel the world, bro.
No, black business.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying in that sense, nah,
Sure.
because life is so short and because life changes so much, because we're not immortal, you can't fulfill and realize all those lifestyles to the end.
In one life.
Do you get what I'm saying? In one life, right? Some people do. So LeBron James is a basketball player. He went all the way. You
When's
know what I
your
mean?
birthday?
Sorry?
When's your birthday?
My birthday.
Yeah.
24th of September. Everyone got a holiday on my birthday. Just saying.
Wait, which year?
93.
Okay, sure. Oh, I'm checking that person.
What am I checking?
Numerology calculates. Siboni life path here, killer.
I don't have a life
spell
path.
Nigga,
How do you spell numerology?
numerology. Numerology, yeah. Alright, so I hear Umzamo as like the adventurer. And
What's your birthday, kid?
24th of September. How do you not know this? I've known these men my whole life. They don't know when my birthday is. What the hell?
Fuck you and your birthday.
These are my older brothers, apparently. Yes,
Fuck you.
it's Satan.
K-Time makes people so emotional.
Why do you say that?
Why it makes him emotional?
He's very emotional. When he
He's
came
very-
back from Cape Town, he was so sad. He was sad boying the whole time.
I was sad. Why am I putting me?
You're sad boying hard even.
What do you mean, sad boy?
When Silo came back from Cape Town, oh my God.
I didn't want to be back, man. He's life path 1.
He's like what? The natural leader.
Natural leadership. Weaknesses, what should be. Okay. People with life path 1, go check out this numerology. What? Fuck, I can't say this word. It's the gin.
Is it the gin? Is it?
It's Mzabo's bad Cape Town energy. It's that Jan van Riebeck thing in here. He's making
Yo, don't say anything about the early settlers.
Anyway,
They owe some racks, actually, those niggas, bro.
these people like to be leaders. They have the courage and inspiration, and they are active and creative. They give priority to individual success and have the ability to use their initiative and determination to succeed. They should devote more time to other people. It is good to praise them. They are domineering. They have good management skills and may achieve glory or high social status. But the weaknesses, what should be learned? Beware of superiority and stubbornness. These people are hesitant and have a difficulty in finding their way. Multiple lifestyles, yeah, bro. They get too little help and support from others. They are often lonely. Mzamo, are you lonely?
I'm plenty lonely, eh? I mean, I have plenty people around me, but I am very, very, it's weird because every time people see me, they see me with like a bunch of people around me, right? And it's always like, oh my God. Yeah, so it's like, bruh, no. Like, I enjoy.
I'm really lonely.
Dude, I'm usually alone and I'm scheming and I'm planning my life and I know the seasons of my life. I know that I have to be alone for this because if people are around, they're going to bombard me with their stuff. Whether be it emotional, be it whatever they're doing, they're going to want me to put a hand on whatever they're doing. And that is my biggest distraction because I can't say no. I can't say no. I know that. It's probably one of my biggest...
Why?
Because I know what it's like to need help. So I'm always willing to help someone. I know what it's like to need help and not get it. So I know what it's like. So I'm always willing to help someone. Even if it's referring you to someone that could help you, taking the time to make a phone call, I don't mind.
So your problem is your ego.
Maybe that. It could be.
I mean, if you're struggling to do things because of what other people are going to say, it's your ego because you're judging yourself.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Go back?
If
That's too much English for one afternoon.
it's your ego because you're too scared to ask for help because you're judging yourself because you've judged other people that have asked for help even though you've helped them. And that's why it's hard for you to accept help. It's an ego thing.
Maybe.
It's not a maybe. It's It's a cycle of
Have you
life.
judged other
Maybe.
people?
Dude,
I say this because
I'm super judgy, eh? And I think, but I judge myself probably the most.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm super judgy, bro. I'm like, yo,
Problem is the ego.
that's not gonna fly, bro. That shit right there, nah. Can I help you?
So that's why I'm
At
saying.
least there's a good energy. At
Yeah,
the
but
end.
like, yeah,
At least
because
there's
like,
a good energy at the end.
Better kindness.
if you guys are doing something, yeah, and because of how I see you through my eyes, I'm like, yo, dude, Slumko and Silo are at this level, bro, like pinnacle. If they're doing something, I'm just like, yo, dude, this is grade school shit. Like, you guys can't be doing this. Let me tell you where or how I think it could be better. It could help you. It maybe
You know what the
it'll
problem
sound
is,
like
though?
ass,
You know what the
but like whatever. As long as I got to show you where I think your level is, like, and boost your confidence to that level, because that's what I like, bro. I like seeing happy people.
Okay, wait. So do people do that for you?
No, they don't.
I don't think people do that for me, bro.
Wait, but that's because of your
you ask people to do it
distance
for
that you
you?
create.
I've never asked anyone.
How people want to do it for you if you don't ask?
Yeah, but like-
no, but it's also the distance he creates.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it like this, because at the fundamental core of it, you say no because I don't want to be too, because like he's just told us, Uti, I help people, but I know how it's like to help people. I want bang super ming so then I don't want to super other people.
That's not what I said. I said I know what it's like
not-
to not get help.
Exactly. You're just twisting the words. It's the same thing I'm saying.
No, it's not. What?
Okay, it's not the.
Wait, wait.
I meant to say that. Well, however once you want to say it, I meant to say that. My intention was to say those words that you said. You know.
Okay.
And it comes back to. I say this because this is me. This is what I'm unlearning right now.
Yeah.
Is to sometimes you don't have to say, "Oh, let me help you." Sometimes you just need to observe and not let it affect you. And
Sure.
And when you do that, you realize how all the people that don't matter disappear, and all the people that matter that are willing to help you are still around.
Valid.
Yeah, well,
Valid.
So now you know how to ask help from other people. Get over yourself.
Yeah, because that's my thing. Is that like
You know, this is not the first time I've heard this.
it's like a broad dog. You know how broads think like their decisions don't include guys,
Yeah.
and it's like, but we don't stay in isolation.
And also, their decisions don't have consequences. Yo,
Yeah, but outside of that, it's like they think like they can make decisions that don't include mentally like the opposite sex. Like guys
100%.
have decisions that include the opposite sex all the time.
me.
100%.
Just
Like all the time. It's not like guys move in a way where we don't think, oh, it's okay. Hey, Usbanban, what Usbanban think, or whatever the case is.
100%, yeah.
But they pretend like their decisions don't have that. So it's like in this life, if the only way that you make a way forward is like through help, dog, yeah, but
True.
it's like
Umuntu ngabanye.
it's like, yeah, but like you have to, dog.
Okay.
And while we're on this point, share information, Docky.
Yeah.
Share information with the other Docky next to you.
Yes.
You don't understand what they can do for their families if you give them this one piece of information that could unlock them. So always share information, Dockies. Share.
So important.
So important. It's a network. We're a network of black people that want to get rich. So if you add your value, it'll give you something back. Trust me.
And that's another thing why immortality is such a fascination for me. Is that, you know, I want to see if the struggle lasts forever.
You won't see it if the struggle lasts forever.
No, but I'm saying if I was immortal, I'd want to see where the struggle goes. Because-
wait, dog, hold on, dog.
You know what I mean?
There's something so interesting to what you're saying. So I've been listening. Hey, this brave dog, fucking changing my life.
Which one?
Said Guru.
Fucking Sadhguru. Rabbit hole. Do you watch Sadhguru?
No.
And cause
Share.
I'm gonna shit, dog. So this brave says like this now. So essentially, so he's sitting with some neuroscientists and then some anesthesiologists now.
Is it the one with David Liegelman? Not the white guy.
And there's I think an Indian brav and a white guy. There is a white guy.
David Eagleman, the neuroscientist.
I didn't know.
That guy's a genius. Shout out David Eagleman.
Oh yeah, cause so manja, they're going through all this shit. So this guy basically says like, anesthesia affects your memory, right? But it doesn't affect your consciousness.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, boom. And with your immortality thing, it's sort of like a dude pretty much breaks, like he's like a guy who speaks about what humanity is, right? So what the experience of being human is. Yeah. So with everything that you want to experience in terms of immortality, it's identity, right? This is it, it's identity. Brav goes, anything you identify with, right? So, okay, so like you have your intellect, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey, we all strive, we educated, wada, you want to be smart and any, right? So your intellect is like, essentially, it's like if you buy a tool, we'll just start from scratch. So if you buy a speaker, you buy this new speaker, right?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
Buy this new speaker, you unbox it, there's a user manual. You go through the user manual to figure out how to use it, right? So the human body, the human in itself, it's very complicated technology, right?
100%.
But we've never looked at the user manual
Read the
to figure out how it works.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So Western society in a whole, like we look at the brain and consciousness, like the brain and stuff like that. Like our biggest focus is the brain and how things affect the brain, right?
It's the CPU, it's the
Showcase,
main controller.
it's the main controller, it's the thing of consciousness.
It's what your brain, your voice in your head is behind your head type of thing. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of that about
Yeah.
any. So if they play with anesthesiology, they see your brain waves and how that fluctuates and how your brain doesn't fluctuate the same after anesthesia, right? But the thing there is that your cells hold memory too. So in like the Indian context or in the yogi context, they don't focus on the brain; they focus on the whole body as like an organism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So your cell has memory from your forefathers, which they know the skin color, the eye color, or what your forefathers
Genes, your walk,
Yeah.
your
wherever
law.
you come from,
genealogy, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't forget, right,
Yeah.
your cells. But in Western culture, you just only focus on the brain, right? So,
Thinking thing.
dude. So he's saying like, so now, intellect is like a knife, yeah, but in like intellect is like a knife, right? So you want a sharp knife, right? So you want a sharp knife, so you want a sharp intellect, right? Cool.
Sure.
But now, that's only one facet in terms of what the human experience is, and also in terms of like the tools that we use. Because in Western culture, the only thing you focus on is intellect, right? So you apply intellect to every facet in your life, which doesn't give you the right results
And
because you haven't read the user manual to what you actually are.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to sew, it's like you have this sharp knife, but when you try to sew, using the sharp knife to sew, right?
Yeah.
That's the
It's not gonna
analogy.
work. Yeah.
The knife doesn't work anyway.
It
You don't
doesn't-
just whip out your smart words willy-nilly for no reason in the middle of a tavern. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, it's like it's a bad idea, bro.
100%. So then, in terms of identity, he says like whenever you identify with anything, nah, you reduce your overall experience, like your overall,
Your overall
openness
experience. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
life. Because like whenever you make a conclusion, you're closing yourself off to that side of life. So you're making yourself rigid, right?
Yeah.
So any form of identification is a form of death in terms of life experience.
100%.
So you can say, well, it's okay, I want to live long to see the struggle. But within that, you're saying you're identifying yourself as black.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in.
Yeah.
Whereas every limitation of identification is a death in terms of life experience. Yeah, but any. So
This is true.
So now your intellect will serve will serve to uphold your identity, as opposed to and that's what will cap your intellect, because you will force your intellect to only work for your
Really
identity.
serve that
Even
purpose.
I think
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
way he's like, your brain is so smart. It's smart enough to know, okay, our life will be our lives will work efficiently if we hold to this identity. We don't have to use that much brain power, because your brain, you control it, but it controls you type of thing. You
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
it's that thing of once it says, oh, we're a lawyer, we dress like this, we walk like this, we don't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm a filmmaker. I walk like this. I talk like this. I don't do that. I'm limiting my ways of living by saying I identify as this person. I think a pretty dope part about that, I think in another video he goes, in India, when kids are born, we don't teach them maths and science and thing until we tell them, and they kind of start understanding from a building block. So good see, they are not so usilotimba, they're not umzamamahlobo, they're not unzuzomkabela. They are a soul in the universe. They are infinite. They are shapeless. They are formless. They can be anything they want to be. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they introduced that first, and then it's like, oh, okay, but I'm a human being in this form of the world.
Yeah.
Then the perspective of how you go through life is completely different.
But that's kind of the vibe of immortality that I'm looking at, is that you could be anything.
But you
Forever
don't have
and
to be
ever.
immortal. Like,
Forever and ever.
sure.
If you have, let's say 2,000 years to live, would you live as Silo Demba forever, or would you continuously strive to learn other things and other lifestyles?
But that's only limited to how Silo Demba identifies himself.
Exactly.
So you living immortality now, it's only limited by how you identify yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah, but
And-
because it's like
Okay.
because those life experiences you're talking about is only because that person is boxed into a certain identity, a certain thing, a certain whatever, certain criteria, a certain whatnot. But if you go, because life is just life, dog.
Exactly.
It's like the only thing that we suffer is vivid memory, and our imagination.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, there's no one poking you. Like,
No.
there's no one
Come on, don't
strangling
nag
you.
me. There's no
one,
haters.
Like, there's no one out here like physically stopping you. There's no one in. The only thing your life experience is struggling with is your memory and your imagination,
and your thoughts in your head.
and that's it, dog.
So all of your drama, because that's why people don't care, because they stuck inside of their head playing their whole other movie in themselves. And here's what I wanted to say, really, and it matches this, is that, dude, you're gonna grow up in the next, like, and I say grow up, but I mean you're gonna figure out a way to get income into your pocket frequently.
Yeah.
You're gonna acquire a place to stay that you like.
Yeah.
You're gonna figure out a way to feed yourself. You're gonna have a toilet that you shit at that is beautiful and you love with 2-ply toilet paper.
Yeah.
Anything between these processes
Yeah.
is a distraction.
Yeah.
Going out to drink is a distraction because, okay, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, now, God, it's a distraction you want in your life.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make coffee like a fucking snob. Like, it's my distraction, you know.
Yeah.
But I still need to eat. I still need to shit.
Yeah.
That's the name. What you do between that is life, really. Like, you just need to remember that you're here to eat and shit because you're a living organism. As you learn, once you got into that point, okay, I'm comfortable. Okay, I can't be alone. Let me get a girl or a guy, you know, to hang around me.
Yeah.
You're going to come to these same things of, hey, there's no need to be anybody else. You can be anything. You can live that. You can change next year. Next year, I'm doing black clothes only.
Yeah.
You see, like that's by the time you've done it 6 or 5 times, naturally you're going to want to go back to yourself, because acting itself takes a toll on the body. Your whole system is acting. Yeah, You're gonna want, your body wants to work efficiently. That's the natural state. That's the circle of being a human being.
So just to circle it back, you guys are against immortality.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily against immortality. I'm saying we think we want immortality based on whatever limitations we feel like we have, but those limitations also are in your head.
Yeah.
And also, when you look at the stuff, I am you, you are me. Where you go spiritually, where you go to the church, scientifically, anywhere you slice and dice it and look at the research, hey, you're living every single life, every single human person's life.
Shiny quote, which you can say it's my body, you can say it's my what, you can say it's my thing, but you can't say it's my consciousness.
Oh
It's just
my God.
consciousness. Yeah, and that's like that's our evolution is that we can experience life beyond our biology. all other animals experience life based on their biology, and our evolution is that we can experience.
But
life.
what's the cost of that?
It's mastering.
It's a
Pella,
huge cost.
But it's mastering your machine, like your technology.
Because right now there's a cheetah chasing a gazelle right now, and that's based on his biology. He gonna eat.
100%. But what
He gonna eat,
what I'm saying-
and there's nobody else trying to eat off his plate.
But the difference between you and me is that
There ain't no lions coming and saying, "Yo, dog, I need a leg because you ate this much of the body." No, bruh. You know what I mean?
I get you,
So
I get you.
the way I look at immortality is the transcending the everyday human struggle of, I need to go make some money
Got
so I
you.
could live,
Got you. Got you.
and then transcending the whole death thing. People around you are going to die.
Can I ask you a question now? Because
Yeah.
when you said with the human struggle, the making the money thing, or
Yeah.
like to live,
Yeah.
what? Because everyone is having a personal relationship with life events,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
So what's your personal relationship with like making my money? Is it like? Because I know for a guy, it's like if you're not doing the things, if you're not
First of all, can I just say this?
Sure.
Being a guy is tough.
100%.
Very, very tough.
Sure.
And I don't think we take it seriously enough, the pressure you have as a dude to be able to put some shit on the table.
Sure.
Whether it's just your table, or whether it's a table full of family,
Sure.
whether it's a table full of someone's daughter.
Sure.
It's difficult. And we need to stop this whole thing of, it's easier because you're a dude. Yeah. Bruh. That shit is difficult.
I get you, dog, yeah.
And there's so many of us going through this thing. You would think we'd have like groups and shit that talk about the stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But that's not how we roll. I don't think how men deal with emotions is necessarily bad. But I don't think it's necessarily
Fucking
good
horrible.
either. I don't think it's necessarily good either. We need to find common ground as gents on how we deal with our interactions with life.
Look,
And the expectations that are put on us.
I don't think we could ever fix that because as human beings we're a network of individual humans. So the selfishness that we hide from the world is the effects we see in the shitty parts of the human race.
True.
It's just that. We can never fix it fully, wholeheartedly. There'll always be a guy who thinks the world should burn. It's the way we're built. It's the way our brains
It's also
function.
very weird. Like,
But I also
it
think
always
it's like,
weirds
it's
me
just
out.
like you look at the culture, dog. Like if your culture doesn't, dog. It's the same thing. Like there's nothing that goes beyond what you are, dog. So if you have a culture that doesn't represent every facet of your being, yeah, but then there is going to be it's still the same an analogy of using a knife for every solution, dog.
100%.
And that's all we're doing, dog. We're using a knife for every solution. Yeah, but because in no place in our
This is
society,
honestly one of the best conversations I've ever had.
Also,
And it took me driving 1,600 kilometers
650.
to have it. I'm just saying, y'all niggas in Cape Town are garbage. And you can quote me on that.
welcome home.
What's coming down
Actually, in the words of it's a win with Nizinja. Sack. But yeah, dude, honestly, if we look at life it's in its entirety,
Sure.
and all the things that we're expected to do and expected to perfect, bruh, I say 2% of it is that, and the 98% is just niggas figuring shit out, bruh. Like,
100%.
You
No,
gotta use your
100%.
brain. You gotta read the manual.
dude, this is like 2%. I think we know, and we have it down pat. Like, breathe, eat, shit,
Breathing
drink
is
water.
Very important.
You know what I mean?
Dog,
Breathing is very
dog,
important.
this nigga said this one thing, dog, which, like, fuck, bruh. This nigga goes, adults want to teach kids what never worked for them, right? But the only qualification an adult has on a kid is that they were there before them.
That's it.
But in actual terms, it's like the adult that doesn't know anything about life to actually like teach a kid.
Dude, there are teachers that teach business science and business management ain't got no goddamn business.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand.
It's exactly like that. It's like based on what are you saying?
On a textbook, like
Yeah.
it's like 20, 30 years old. Real business, bruh, happens with real people in real
life.
time, bruh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It goes back to like, that's why we can be mad at the government. It's like, why have you not changed the syllabus? The syllabus is fucking garbage. Like, you're teaching people to be factory workers.
yeah,
That's all you're doing.
pretty
Like,
much.
People don't know how to do their taxes. They don't know how to time management. The important things of just like a fully functional human being. If people can sustain their households and be able to think to figure out ways to legally make money just
In the
by arming their brains, there'll be less crime. There'll
In
be
the
less
context of government, what would immortality mean then?
Okay, it depends on the thing you are. On where you lay.
Sorry?
I said it depend on like what's your
Bro, you guys
agenda.
on passing stuff around. Nigga, I'm here.
Oh, it depend on your agenda.
What the hell?
It depend on your agenda.
Damn, just say thank you.
Yeah. Are you an immortality guy that wants to burn shit up, or an immortality guy that wants like, what do you want to do? Do you want to rule? Do you want to?
Personally, I just wish human beings were decent enough.
Thank you, Joffrey.
No, I just wish people were decent enough to rule themselves in the manner that would not be against everyone else's happiness or being. You know what I mean?
But that's identity.
Exactly.
Exactly. It is identity.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, it would be so easy if the same decency was shared. It would be so easy.
So
But unlike animals, we're not coded.
no, we're
You know what
coded.
I mean?
We're fucking coded. What?
We're not coded.
No,
We're
bro.
coded.
We're coded. Here's the thing.
But
We have
we're
no
not
code.
coded. We're not coded in the same way because we
Let
can
me
break our
tell you
code.
why. Let me tell you why. Like,
But we can break our own code.
yeah, but
You know what I mean?
But
You'll never see a lion trying to drive a car, dog. You know what I mean?
No,
no,
I get
that's
you,
the
I
thing.
get
And
you.
like-
that's why.
but
That's why
that's
Lion
what I'm-
didn't build no skyscrapers.
But
though.
that's what I'm saying is that we're, as much as we're coded, we still have the capability to fucking change our code and change the
yes,
algorithm.
that's the beauty. Like, okay, I wouldn't say the
But
beauty.
now-
The arrogance of human. I would say our code is set in such a way where you can grow up anywhere and survive. Other animals are landlocked to wherever they're from, man. Like you swim in water, stay in water. We can swim.
Also,
We can learn languages wherever we are. We learn. Basically, human being brain is an
Yeah.
empty
The
hard
worst.
drive. It's
The
an empty
fucking
hard
worst.
drive, and it gets
Fuck.
filled up.
But it's only the worst because you're not using it because your life doesn't require you to use it all the time. Like before, if we were hunting or whatever the case is, you so locked into the task, your brain is not being used to think about random shit which you not whatnot. Now society's developed to a stage where like your brain is working against you.
Yeah, dude,
It's working against
I
you.
was working today at work, and I think today, maybe the last 2 days.
This is some good stuff.
Yeah, man, shout out to the dealer. Can't mention him, could get arrested. Oh, I'm joking. So what was I saying?
Today you're coming across.
Oh
at
yeah,
work.
today
There you go.
I've been doing
So-
this whole meditation vibe for quite a while now, like larger part of this year.
Yeah.
And it's so simple. Be present, be aware. And
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw from I was telling Slu was sitting here having a super radio DR meeting, and we're like, oh my gosh, I understand. Being present means that I understand that I'm walking from here to the kitchen. If anything happens from here, because I'm walking from here to the kitchen only, that is my only thing. I'm being here. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow. I can now be able to actually have chapter markers in my life. I can remember more about what's happening in my life because I'm aware. I'm present. I'm not stuck in the same thoughts that I was thinking when I was in bed while I'm at the mall.
Yeah.
I'm not stuck in, So with that, back to what I was saying today, I realized that I opened my eyes and actually did my job. You know, like these last like week or so, like I've gotten to the point where I'm making more now choices as opposed to automated choices in the decisions I'm making in my work. You know, so it comes from just not thinking. You don't have to think about what you're doing tomorrow. You just do what you're doing right now. Plan time in your day to say what you're gonna do tomorrow. But sit
Yeah.
here and podcast.
Okay, but going back to my question, what would immortality mean in terms of government?
Oh no.
Oh, and so,
It means AI.
But that's always been your vibe. This nigga used to make us play Magic School Bus and get 3. Like, he's always been AI orientated, bruh. Loves the
You know how many
Terminator.
facts that you use with girls that come from my computer?
but
What?
the AI would just mean ukuthi mhlambe life's easy, dog. It's not gonna.
Oh, difficult.
Life is always gonna be difficult. Look, there's no happy life without knowing a sad life.
But how do
Depending
we
on
know
your-
that?
The only thing that you.
How do you know you're inside?
My thing
Okay,
about
look.
immortality is how do you know?
How do you know you're inside?
What do you mean?
How do you know you're inside?
You're inside.
You're inside this house because you're not outside, right? That's how you
Yes.
know- yeah. So there's no inside without an outside.
Yeah.
There's no happiness without sadness. There's no lights without there's no shadow without light.
I mean, you're right in that sense. Yeah. I
So-
get you.
So there's no life without suffering. There's no life without pain. There's no life without joy.
Doesn't have to be your suffering.
Exactly.
But also, you have to put it in retrospect to go to when you say suffering. What are you actually suffering? Is it like a sickness or is it like a memory?
Yeah. Is it trauma? What is it?
Is it sickness or is it a memory?
I mean, you can
Because the
go into
sickness,
detail.
because sickness is now like it's a real thing. When your body is ailing, it's like it's a real thing.
Yeah,
If it's something that's happened to you
sugar
before,
we're going down.
if it's something that's happened to you before, then it's your memory.
Yeah,
So like, but in life, you're not suffering.
100%. Or you could be suffering in the sense that you can't pay your bills.
I don't. It is a suffering, yes, because it starts to affect your basic need for
Outlook.
security.
Even outlook on life. You're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
in
no.
despair.
But you can go through that and go rock bottom and be in full zen, having a plan, knowing what you have to do, knowing that okay, like Tyler Perry, go speak to him about him sleeping in his car. Ooh, fucking, who's this guy? Oh, the guy who's got the mustache, Steve Harvey. Go speak to him about sleeping in his car. They'll tell you, I'm pretty sure more likely than not, it's not fun to sleep in your car. I've never done it, But they'll tell you somehow that situation made them that successful. There's no rewards without reaching a rock bottom. You have to go to the bottom to get to the top. It's a system. There's cycles in life.
But
and
that's
you have
also
to go
just
through
maybe to just also jumpstart your mind. Because maybe that's only
That's when
the
it
only
only
time
clicks. Yeah.
It only
That
clicks.
You,
yeah, but
you're,
so-
you're in shit. Yeah.
So again, it's like it's literally like the only thing you're suffering is your mind.
That's why a lot of people who are able to eat every day just suffer from thinking. Oh no, I don't. And I was this person, so it's easy for me to say this. Oh no, I'm not good enough yet. I'm just gonna, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start next week. And so it took me like 6 months of thinking that I want to run. That in itself is a mind over matter thing that lasted. It took 2 years to quit cigarettes for the first time, thinking it. So and it's little by little. If you're able to do large milestones that people say it's impossible, I've been trying to. Once you do a few of those, it's addictive. You go on to the next thing. You fast for 12 hours, then you do 36 hours. You run 5Ks and you run 16Ks. You just challenge your body because also you just want to live, man. You want to be healthy. If you do survive till 60, why are you spending half of your money on hospital bills?
Bruh. I mean, we know the man that created half the technology we use. Bruh, he was in hospital going, hey man, this shit sucks. I'm a billionaire, but I can't walk, can't chat to anyone, can't be outside. I mean, shit. I'm going to die on this bed.
Shout out to Jobs.
I mean, he was an asshole though.
I mean, you have to be. People.
There's
like,
no
people get
nice
stuck
there's
in
no
the
nice
emotion.
CEOs, bruh. I'll tell you that for free.
Well,
If your CEO is nice to you, it's because
you're doing your job.
yeah, pretty much. And even if you are doing a job, you're not doing enough.
I don't believe in that. I mean, there's a fine balance. Good leaders know where the fine balance is.
Do they?
I mean, sometimes they
Do
go through
they?
divorces and stuff, So, shit happens.
Not all CEOs are made the same.
Some CEOs are black dads.
You're gonna
okay?
be a CEO. What type of CEO you think you're gonna be?
An immortal one.
Wow, that's the problem with
Go by hanger.
Yeah,
Dude,
Go by hanger.
I want my headshot in every building.
He's gonna start killing his infants.
What? No.
I just see
So
employees just hanging in the entrance.
Guys, what I'm saying is this, is that, I never got to experience being in the Amazon. I probably won't. Or being part of a tribe that belongs to the Amazon. I mean, rich people do this shit all the time. Money can get you that, right?
Yes, it can.
It can.
Amazonian ayahuasca trip.
You don't want to be that guy.
It gets you that. It gets you that access.
Okay.
And I'm not saying this is my reality. I know that I can change my lifestyles at any time. I do it often. I do it time and time again. But I'm saying to the people who are probably listening to this are usually probably going to be black. 1, 2, a girl or guy that's black in the world has very little options to themselves. The options are plenty.
Sure.
But the way of thinking that they have
Sure.
is so narrow.
Sure.
It will take them one lifetime to achieve completely, not even completely, like a quarter or a ninth of one lifestyle. And that would be a
That's
lifestyle of
identity.
going out to Cubana and buying a bottle.
That's identity.
You
want to be someone. You want to be the thing you see on TV. It's
Yeah.
a whole cycle of consumerism. It's easy. If you hang around people like you who just watch TV, hey, how was this last night?
Like
How was
me?
this? No, not like you. Like if you're the person in that situation who's unable to break outside of consumerism. I see some of the people I work with and walk around, and the way they're so serious about getting. Look, I'm serious about Apple products. Great, fine, shop. But everybody knows is that I will pay that shit off, as fast as I can and save up for it. Nowadays better than paying it off because it's just I can't afford it. So it's come on, dude. Like, don't break into the cycle. Like, why is it gonna make you more money? One.
It never does.
Is it gonna make you more money? And I understand we all have things we like, but you can't be maxing out fucking on an Air Force. It's a shoe. The technology hasn't
All
changed.
the SJWs out there, I just want to say this. We don't have enough time to go into context of everything that we're saying.
Social
These are
justice
all
warriors.
these are all ideas in our heads that we're exploring relatively with good intention.
Thank you very much.
And to spread at least a little bit of go do some more. No, what the hell? What?
Fingers out like this.
Sprinkle a little bit of cocaine. Can't do a line.
No. Go get some more. Go get some more information. Go get some more. Just do more. Do more for yourself. Do more for the people around you. Just do more. That's the point of this conversation. Anyway.
Educate yourself on YouTube. It's the Matrix.
Dude, just learn some new shit.
Exactly. Be brave enough to suck at something.
Bruh.
Showcase. That's fucking important.
Yeah.
Because you're going to suck. At some point, you're going to suck.
So proud of you. Slu learned how to
that's-
edit this year. He was brave enough to suck and take.
He
my
didn't even need to
criticism.
be immortal.
Lalena.
Do you get what I'm saying? The reason immortality for me is so important
It's because of your ego.
is because of my ego, 1. 2, it's because, bruh, again, you know, you can learn so much. Yes, you can. But the money.
Oh man, it's so sad that you're leaving, and we're meant to do this on Saturday, but we should take you on like a good trip.
Who? Dog, watch 33, dog.
What?
He hasn't even turned 30 yet. So
there's a video. No, but like it's gonna smack him. Watch 33.
There's a whole thing. It's called being a 33 god, but like it's around you turning the age of 33.
Wasn't that on like yeah?
Yeah.
Taz,
Okay.
Taz,
Yeah.
some real shit, dog.
I think
send
you're
you the
gonna
link.
enjoy it.
I'll
You
send
look
you the
forward
link.
to getting old.
It
That's the
might
thing.
be over soon. Dude, but see, there are two opposing forces within the man. One is to end it all, shut it down, close the curtains. Done.
I don't think
Right?
so. Your
No.
It's a rap.
I'm talking about me.
Okay.
Right? And then there's one that's like, yo, let's see it through. Let's see it all the way to about 1,500 years. You know what I mean? I just want to see.
I just pictured like a car and with the pedal to the floor and the gas almost standing.
Are you gonna consider cryogenics if you get the money?
Come on, man. You know, you never know.
Mr. Immortality.
You never know, baby.
They'll wake you up on the other side. Sir, we finally figured out how to wake him up from the cancer he died from 100 years ago.
And see where the pictures at.
Yo, how long have I been down?
Mind you eat, baby. Boy, over.
It's my wife dead.
Dude,
I think that's the first thing you'd ask. Eh?
I think I want some gin or beer, depending on where I am in the world.
You probably won't be able to drink because you have somebody else's blood and you have
You
to
won't
like,
know
generate
that.
your own blood. No, they have to explain it to him. So you've been asleep for 152 years. We finally figured out how to cure
Besides what bulls are,
testosterone
right?
cancer. Or testicle cancer rather.
Hey, dude. Bruh.
We took out your left nuts and installed a robot one. It generates semen so you can still have kids. We encoded it
What
with your
kind of
DNA.
kids?
Cyborgs, how?
Cyborgs,
Yo. Oh, yes, man. Dude, I'm not even thinking about kids, dog. Like, let's leave kids out
Because
of
you
the...
don't have money.
No, it's not that I don't have money, bruh.
Why? How do you say that? You don't know.
What do you mean? Wait, after cryogenics. Are you talking after cryogenics?
Yeah, after cryogenics, yeah. But also, you don't know how
Yeah,
you're thinking once
I
you're
could
rich.
be like,
You're not Bobby
bottom,
Axelrod, dog.
yeah, I could be like bottom of the barrel niggas. You know, they just woke you up to go clean because the other guy died or he quiche
All your
or
money
whatever.
was in rands. and
Yeah,
you missed
all
the
your money was in
deadline.
rands.
You missed the deadline to move into digital rands, so
Oh,
you basically have no
Dude,
money, sir.
I have no money. I have to work my way to the top again
Yes, yes.
as a black
But you
man.
can do it because you now can live forever. With the robot heart. And testicle.
Dude. And testicular cancer that's been removed. Oh my god.
Immortality.
Okay, but what does immortality mean to you guys? Because for me, I've explained that if I were to be immortal, I'd want to experience every facet of life, as in like, bruh, dude. If it means like being a butler at some point,
Have you watched The Egg?
why not?
Have you heard of the
You know what I
concept
mean?
Egg?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Be a billionaire, do some billionaire shit. Be a millionaire, do some millionaire shit. Be a bum.
Do some
Because
bum shit.
begging for
Yeah,
$1,
chill.
begging for a rand, begging for, be a crackhead if I have to. Come on, man. I'm immortal.
People some
dog.
background.
You know what I mean? So, like, for me, it would be the whole experience of impilo, like,
I'd say
from
maybe you
all
have
walks
that
of life.
I say maybe you have that experience, but you have it in ways where you can't remember that you had it.
Exactly. That's
Maybe.
So that's what I wanted to say. There's a story called The
Be a
Egg.
taxi driver.
Yeah, but
Definitely wanna do that.
You're still limiting yourself to South Africa even because you only know what you know.
Be a taxi driver. Just be a taxi driver everywhere in the world.
Yeah, when we
Drive taxis in London. Because, nigga, I can't die.
you know you're probably Asian in your in your previous life.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, so the Shandy Selena, this guy dies and goes to like heaven in this animated Shandis, and he like meets.
It was anime.
No, it's not anime. It's like I'll send it to you. It's called The Egg on YouTube.
Please.
So this guy goes into like this heaven place. So where am I heaven? So no, you where you are before you're born and after you die. And he's like, basically, you're about to be reincarnated, and this is what happens. You are every person in the fucking world. Your mother is you. You're your father. You're like just even just thinking about just like the scientific way it happens. Just like you fuck yourself. You just like keep fucking yourself. Really, like you are the one. You know, at some point we were just a single atom or something the size of a single atom, and then we were aware that we were an atom, and then we became the universe. And I'm living this life as Silo Demba. You're living this life as Umzabo Maslow, but we're the same person
like
outside
right
of this dimension. You know, so that's how I look at immortality. Is that this is just one ride. So wake up. You know, be aware of the present. You know, remember document. You know. Like have chapters of your life. I made this when because that's what documenting is. It's just saying on Thursday today, what's the date today? Whatever it is Wednesday. In 2021, I made something. I made a podcast with you. You know, it's my time chapter. When I hear it again, when somebody reminds me because they've heard it, you know, that's the way to be present. That's the way to live. That's the way to be immortal. Is to do whatever the fuck your soul says you must do.
That's some deep shit. God damn, baby. Well done. Tell us how you feel about immortality in the comment section.
Oh,
if you have comments, I will find you.
Thank you very much, people. It's been a pleasure taking over the Cultured Swine.
Cultured beef.
Cultured bitches.
Dragon out.
Timber out.